Yes, people, we are back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is and whatever part of the world that you're watching this in. Welcome back to the Old Southern Pine. I hope you're not going to talk the entire time that I'm trying to film. Thank you. Today we find ourselves on a hot and humid Minnesota summer day. It is in the low mid 90s right now. The temperatures at nights are only supposed to get down to like 87, 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's just a little too hot for me to bring Fiona out right now. Longtime viewers of this channel know her safety and comfort comes first. We're out here to have a good time. Fiona just does not do well in the heat. Being half West Highland Terrier, she's definitely built for colder weather. So I thought this would be the perfect time to make a video showing you guys my no-build truck camping setup. And to answer the question that I can get more times than I can count as to why I sleep in the backseat of my truck instead of getting a truck topper. Now, I'm a big guy, and all of those truck toppers that I see, nobody ever has a bed in there where you can actually sit up in it. And I don't do well if I don't feel like I can at least sit up and prop up and have room to move around. That in and of itself is enough for me to not want to do it. Another reason is that I actually use my truck bed all the time. I'm constantly hauling stuff around in it. So with that, let me show you my setup for backseat truck camping. Now, I've got a 2013 Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cab, and there's quite a bit of space in this back seat back here. But one of the things that I love about this Pittman air mattress, it is specifically designed for truck back seats. Now, they make other ones that are for SUVs and other ones for cars and stuff like that, but this one is designed specifically for the back seat of a truck. It comes with two different inflation tubes. One is the actual air mattress that you lay on. The other one goes down into the footwell, which gives you another foot and a half of shoulder room. You guys have likely seen me use this on the channel before. This is the smallest and lightest weight inflator on the market. I think it only weighs like an ounce. It comes with all these different attachment bits. You plug it into any power source. You can even hook it up to your phone and use it. Just a USB-C plug. Plug that in. The whole thing's got some power. I'm gonna get this inflated. I'll be back in just a minute. That leaves you guys just enough time to like this video and subscribe. Once you get that inflated, just press it down right here into the footwell. Last touches for the bed. Pillow. Sleeping bag. It's 90 degrees. We don't need a sleeping bag. Throw it in there anyways. That's the bed made. Let's crawl in and give you guys a tour of home. Welcome to the no-build truck camper. Now, there's a perfect spot right underneath the back seat here for me to be able to keep my shoes off, so I'm not tracking dirt and sand and nastiness inside of here. Shoes are off. And just slide right underneath there. All right, so we are fully tucked in to the back seat of the cab now. And you guys can see I've got plenty of headroom here. Now I'm closer to 8 feet tall than I am to 2 feet tall. And I've got plenty of space. I mean, I can put my arms all the way out and still basically just now be touching glass. Let's get a light set up in here. I've got this cool standing light from Ogery. Mind your eyes. Woo-wee, that is bright. All right, let's see here. Yeah, all right. Shine a little light on the matter here. First thing to show you guys is I've got this ridge line in here, and this was just a couple bucks off of Amazon, and this thing's fantastic. Especially on hotter days like this. Now, I draw the line at 95. I'm not camping in 95-degree weather. That's too hot even for this Georgia boy. So we're not camping tonight, obviously, but on hotter nights, I always carry a fan with me. This is the one from Ogery as well. And it's got a hook on the back of it. Put it right here. So you've got this. You can spin this around. Get it flowing whichever direction you want to. You can also hang your keys. You can hang these little camp lights. Those can hang in there. Turn that on. Put you back up in the front seat there. Oh. Well, that was fun. Had to have a brief field first aid moment there. I slashed my finger open pretty darn good. That may actually need a stitch. Plenty of time to do that after this video. Let's pull you guys back here. Now, I usually carry some kind of a power bank with me. I've got the AllPowers 1800 watt power station here. Now, I absolutely love this power station. You guys have seen me use this before. This is the one that I take with me. It's actually the largest power station that I have. And I take it with me on some of the larger trips. Right now, I've got the fridge hooked up to it. And I've had it on there. It was about 93, I think, this morning whenever I pulled it out of my office. And so I've been out here for 7 hours today already. It's pulling 56 watts to keep my ICECO fridge right there nice and cold, and I've got it set to 33 degrees, so it's really doing great. Here you can actually see that it'll continue to run at this power output for 16 hours. Now, we're not going to need it for that long, and we're not going to have it hooked up for that long, but with the 51 output that it's doing right now, it can run this thing for 16 hours. It's got all kinds of different ports and plugs to it. It even has a wireless phone charger up there, so I can actually just lay my phone right on top of that. It'll continue to charge that for me. I always keep one of those super absorbent camp towels in here. One of the downsides to camping in your vehicles is the condensation buildup that you get on the windows in the mornings. So this just helps kind of wipe that down, pull all that moisture off of there. Good to go. Now, one of the things that I like to do once we settle in for the evenings is watch a movie. And that's where this contraption comes into play. Take these clips, unscrew these out. They snap onto the support poles of the headrest, and then you just tighten them down around it. Loosen this. Twist this around. There's little buttons here on the side that you can open these things up. There you go. Little tablet holder. That way, whenever you tuck in at night, here, let's get ourselves closed in. Our Manta sleep pillow. That way, once you get yourself tucked in, you curl up right here. You've got your tablet right here, your power station. You can set your fan up right there. We've got our ridge line up here where we can hang our keys and other bits from. If we wanted to hang the fan up there, we could. I do keep a little stuff sack bag attached to the back headrest of the driver's seat right here. Now, this is great for whenever I want to just drop my phone in, put my keys in there, anything that I can just quickly and easily get to. You guys know that I'm a pretty big reader, so I like to have a little reading light so I can just curl up, have my book, get a light right here, watch a movie on the tablet. And if I lay it just a slight diagonal, I've got the perfect amount of room to be able to stretch out and lay flat. Again, I've got really wide shoulders here, so being able to have all of the shoulder room that I need and not necessarily feeling like I'm crammed in is absolutely a must for me. Now, credit where credit's due. Learned it from Weston over at WesVentures, a good friend of mine. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. Now, I've got the windows open right now just because it's really hot. There is absolutely no breeze. You know, I understand a lot of people would want to close up their windows before they go to bed, worried that, you know, somebody or an animal would mess with them. From my standpoint, I'm not overly concerned about that. Realistically, it'd be a real bad day for somebody if they wanted to come in here and mess with me. Certainly if they wanted to come in here and mess with Fiona, so that would end badly for them. But let me get out here and show you guys a couple of different window covering options just to be able to cover up, make you feel a little bit more tucked in, a little more secure. So let's check those options out. Also, I'm sure that a lot of you guys are asking why I'm wearing an alpaca wool sweater when it's in the mid-90s. And this Alpaca of Montana sweater is a performance sweater, so yes, it is wool. Yes, it is alpaca wool. But alpaca wool is thermoregulating, so I actually stay cooler in this. So I actually stay cooler in this than I would if I was just in a plain cotton t-shirt. Same thing with these Alpacas of Montana socks. I just stay cooler and drier wearing wool, especially alpaca wool, than I do anything else, especially cotton, which just gets wet and then stays wet. That's not a good feeling. If you're interested in checking them out, I'll leave a link in the description below. There's a coupon code in there for 15% off everything on their website. I'm not getting paid to say that. It's just fantastic products. And if I can save you guys some money doing it, all the better. Actually, while we're on the subject, these Nebu Summit pants. Actually, while we're on the topic, these Nebu Summit pants, these are the B52s, and they are so lightweight. They're so comfortable. It's like you're not wearing anything at all. Not trying to be weird. These things are just so nice. They breathe. They're lightweight. I'll leave a coupon code down below for this as well. Again, good for everything site-wide. They're not sponsoring this channel either. They just make fantastic products, and I'm all about sharing that if I can. So the first of the two window covering options is this mesh bug net with an elastic strap, and it slides down like a pillowcase over the entire truck door. Now, obviously there's still a little bit of a gap down here at the bottom, but you roll your window about halfway up. That keeps everything out and still allows a little bit of air to get through. Now, I can understand if you want to feel like you're completely covered up in the winter is when I especially like using these. Let me pull option number 2 out. I think you guys will like this one. This is a material called Reflectix, and you can buy this off of Amazon. It comes in a roll, and you can just cut these to measure and make a custom fit for your windows. Now, Lovely Bride cut these out for me, and then she took black duct tape and wrapped one side of it. This really makes a difference, especially if you're going to be camping somewhere where you don't necessarily, especially at night, you don't necessarily want to know that somebody's inside the vehicle with a light on. And if somebody walked up with a flashlight, put it on here, shine it on here, all they're going to see is just black, just darkness. But on the inside of it, one, especially in the winter, it helps reflect body heat back onto you, so it keeps the cab a little bit warmer. But it also reflects a lot of light inside of it. Really, really brightens the place up. I'll show you that here in a minute. Let's get these set up. Now, these fit in there pretty well. But I like to take popsicle sticks and slide them, just tuck it in like that. That way, even if you bump it, you're not going to knock that loose. Man, it is hot. But on the back windows here, I mean, granted they're a little bit more tinted, but you can't see inside of there at all. For the front window, I just use a standard sunscreen, and then I just turn it around backwards so that the silver is on the inside and the black is on the front. Then I just cut a small hole there for to be able to let the rear view mirror shine through there. Close ourselves back in. I got a mosquito stuck in here somewhere with me. All right, now just with that one Ogery light on, this pretty well lights the cab up. I turn on one of my standard cab camping lights, and we've got, there we go. I mean, it just brightens everything up. That Reflectix just definitely feel it reflecting the heat back on me. So I'm not going to stay in here for too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really wanted to take some time and show you guys how I set up to be able to sleep in the backseat of my truck. And again, I genuinely prefer this. I think that's a much better option than, you know, spending the money to buy a topper that you're really not going to be able to use your truck like a truck ever again. Not to mention the fact that those truck toppers are about $3,500 just to buy it. Yeah, maybe you can find one used that matches your truck size for a little bit less, but at the same time, you got to deal with putting it on, taking it off. It's not worth it to me. I can sleep in the backseat of this truck perfectly comfortable. I have all different kinds of comforts and luxuries to make this really a very comfortable experience, and I sleep great in here. We all know that I don't sleep very well inside. If you've watched the channel, you know that I don't sleep well indoors. I sleep great in the backseat of this truck. It's really comfortable. It's really nice, even in the winter. Fiona and I have slept out here in I think it was -7 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that outside. Super, super warm and comfortable in here the entire night. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Again, I'll leave some links down to the gear that I use below. Some of the stuff that hopefully can save you guys some money by using the coupon codes that they've given us. Again, I'm not getting paid to say any of that. It's just good stuff, and I like sharing good stuff with you guys. And until we meet again under the old Southern Pine, stay safe. God bless.